All right, it's your girl Sandra D, the main event, and welcome to my channel and to my community of love and unity. We will not be talking about hair, and we will not be talking about food. We are on the road of talking about the narcissist. Now, today we're going to be talking about how the narcissist was able to tap into your energy. Okay, now we're just going to dive right on in and we're going to jump into this video. But before I start this video, I wanted to say thank you so very much to my community of love and unity. Thank you for the support. Thank you so very much for the likes. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you for allowing me to have this platform to be able to share valuable information to help someone to get over to the other side of being healed. Thank you for coming on this journey with us and being for us. And I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting on? Okay, so we're going to talk about how the narcissist was able to tap into your energy. Now, we're going to have to back this up some, and we're going to back this up for those of you who are just discovering this video. For those of you who have not watched prior videos, I'm going to give like a little recap, and then we're going to get right into how the narcissist was able to tap into your energy. Now, when you first met the narcissist, you met the narcissist at a level where you thought that they were on the same level as you. You thought you seen eye to eye. You probably thought you had this connection. Now, this could be romantically. This could be a friendship. This could be a family member. It does not have a limit, but you felt that you two were on the same level, on the same page, seeing eye to eye, having this connection. Now, how the narcissist was able to trick you into thinking that you were on the same level is that they were already watching you from afar. They were already a secret fan that you did not recognize and realize that this person was a danger because they show themselves as non-threatening. So what they were doing was watching you from afar. They were gathering information. They were mirroring you, wanting to know what makes you tick, what makes you click, what makes you you. And so the narcissist was mirroring back to you who you are. So when you met them, what the narcissist was actually doing was introducing you to your valuable essence of who you are as an individual. Okay. And how the narcissist was able to do that is they were making sure that they were crossing their T's, dotting their I's, curving their Q's, and of course, crossing them T's and dotting them I's. And so when you and the narcissist were having your conversations and everything, you thought that they were the coolest thing. But what you did not recognize and realize is that what the narcissist was doing was using your personality to match who you are so that they could come in undetected as a threat. Okay. And then when you decided that, okay, well, this person, you cleared them for clearance and said, okay, they can come to the next phase, right? Because you're thinking, okay, this person is cool. We see eye to eye. We have a lot in common. Not recognizing and realizing that the narcissist was none of those things. And you don't learn these things until as you progress into the relationship. Okay. So when you went out with the narcissist and everything, this is what I like to call the interviewing phase. Okay. So this is where they were sitting down getting information from you. And you're like, wow, this person is a really good listener. And they were listening with wrong motives, bad agenda. Okay. So, yeah, they are good listeners, but they're only listening to see what kind of information that they can extract from you to be able to fulfill a role that they are scripting based off of the information that you gave them while y'all was sitting there sipping on a tea, kikiing it up, right? So they write this script. Now, this is where they were giving you this love potion. Now, this love potion is actually called a love spell. This love spell is a way for them to be able to actually come under to get you to trust them. Now, the illustrations that I have given in my past video is this. You know how you have flowers. This applies to a man or to a woman. Fellas, if you buy a woman roses, what do? You want to get them some flowers that's pretty much already closed because you want them to have the element of surprise as they begin to open up, right? Women, when you get your flowers, you all excited and the flowers and the roses are closed up, right? Because even you know that when they begin to open up, it's going to release this beautiful and wonderful fragrance, and it's going to be all beautiful and all arranged just the way you like it. The narcissist knows this, okay? So as the example of the flower, and I'm going to use a rose as an example. So what is happening is the narcissist is looking at you as this flower, wanting to know how they're going to be able to get you to open up, to allow your walls to come down, okay? So what they're doing is love bombing you and giving you the things that you said that you lacked in past relationships. They're going to fill in that role. This role is being fulfilled as a way for them to manipulate you, because the manipulation starts right there in that love bombing. Actually, it started way before then, to tell you the truth, because they lied to you about who they were when they first saw you and when they first met you. What they did was just give you a sample of who you are as a way of getting to that next phase. That getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. So as they're getting to know you, they wrote out this script based off of the information that you gave them when y'all was kikiing it up and sipping on the tea. So they need to be able to get you to open up in order for you to trust them, so that they can come in, you know what I'm saying, and take you out of your world to bring you into theirs. So what they're doing in the example of a rose, you know how you have this vase, you put the water in, the flowers come with this solution. You put the solution in, right? That solution is in there so that the flower will begin to, as it's sitting in water, begin to open up. This is what the narcissist was doing with you. You were a rose that they need to figure out how they were going to open up and get that sweet fragrance of the essence of who you are. So when the narcissist was doing this, the narcissist was performing a love spell on you. This love spell was designed on purpose to get you to fall so deeply for the narcissist that when the narcissist was going to start to run their game on you, you will be confused. Okay? So that was the first step into them actually getting into your energy, because in order for them to tap in, they needed for you to open up, drop your guard, let your walls down so that they could come right on in and go into the next step in performing spells. Now, when the narcissist was doing these love spells, you're not knowing that this is an actual setup. You're not knowing that the narcissist is not who they say that they are. And you're not going to know who they are, which is designed on purpose. So when the narcissist had deceived you from introducing themselves to you, you never met the real person that the narcissist was. What you met and what you were introduced to is you. That's how the narcissist was able to get past that first level, and how you thought that the narcissist was actually someone who was not a threat, because you're not a threat. And the narcissist knew you were not a threat. Okay? So, what the narcissist did was, from that phase of that love bombing, getting to know you phase, that what they call honeymoon phase, that's when they knew, when they gained your trust, this is when they started to the next phase of doing another spell. Now, you're not recognizing and understanding that spell work is actually being done on you. So what they're doing is trying to get to your emotions. They're getting to your emotions because your emotions, your emotions is your thinker, your feeler, and your chooser. So they're trying to get to the way you think. They want to know how you feel, and then they're trying to control your emotions. Now, once you have allowed this narcissist in and they know that they have you where they want you, this is when things in the relationship switches and it changes up. This is where, when you're starting to question why the narcissist is acting and treating you a certain way when that's not how they were treating you when you first met them. The narcissist is only able to be so kind and so sweet for a certain amount of time, because once they know they have gotten you to trust them, this is when they are hoping, okay, that they got you so wide open. I got you wide open. This is when they want to be able to come in and out of your life like a revolving door. Okay, y'all know how a revolving door is. You push that door and it goes around in a circle. And this is what the narcissist wanted to do to you. They wanted you to have your walls and trust them so much that whatever they would tell you, you would be okay with, because that's the goal. Now, when you're not conforming to what the narcissist is expecting and has been plotting and planning to do, this is when they're gaslighting you. This is when they're using your attributes against you. Okay, if you're kind and sweethearted and they gave you this sad story, this is when they're trying to pull on your heartstrings. You know, this is when they want you to feel bad about you addressing them for the way that they're treating you, knowing that this is what they're plotting and planning and planting in you on purpose as a way for you to accept the abuse that they want to impose on you. Okay? So when you are questioning the narcissist, this is when a narcissistic injury happens, okay? Because they're throwing a temper tantrum, in a fit, not because you were right for addressing them, but they're pissed off because they're recognizing and realizing that the plotting and the plans that they did is not working in their favor. So the lash out that you're experiencing is not because you did anything wrong, but the narcissist knows that they've been caught and that they have been exposed, and they're trying to figure out a way to throw you off of the scent and to throw you off balance so that you would not question their motives and their actions towards you, because it's designed for you to have to take the abuse. Okay. So what they were doing is, you remember the illustration, or those of you guys that have been with me for a while heard this. Those of you who are new have not. But it's just like a spider who has a spider web. Okay. In that spider web, you have these flies, right? And a fly will get caught in the net, because this is the net, the web that the spider has placed on purpose in order for it to catch something so that they can feed. Okay. So you were set up to fall in the trap, to be bounded, like how a fly, he binds his food onto the web and spins it and attaches it to the web so that it cannot move, right? And what happens? That spider, when it's ready to eat, it feeds off of the spider. And this is what the narcissist was doing with you. So how the narcissist was able to tap into your energy is when you started letting your walls down. This is when they really started using like witchcraft on you. And it started with the love bombing. Okay. So when the narcissist recognized that you are onto them, and that you're recognizing that something about the relationship isn't right because you're waking up, okay, from that love spell that they put you under. Because once you were in that phase, that love bombing phase, you're on cloud number 9. You're so high, not high off of weed or alcohol, but but what they're giving you is, that thrill, that happiness, that joy, and put you on a whole nother level to where you're not able to see because you're blinded. While they rocked you to sleep like a baby, you're not seeing what this person really is and what dangers are lying ahead, because when they had blinded you and gave you that love potion, this was set by design, because they knew that once you figured out what was going on, they needed to put you in a position to where when that you would not budge and move, and that you would be like that fly that was caught in the spider web. Okay. So what the narcissist was doing with the reasonable doubt, with that gaslighting, was to get you to be off balance and to have you emotionally wounded. Okay. Now these wounds are inflicted on you from the narcissist based off of their childhood traumas that they never healed from. And when the narcissist had got you to open up, okay, by you letting your guards down, this is when the narcissist was able to tap into your emotions so that you could be off balance. And so when they started gaslighting you, you would be confused, and it would make you work harder in trying to maintain and keep the relationship and try to get things back to the way it once was. And the narcissist is counting on that, because that's their backup plan to gaslight you as a way to throw you off of their scent, but also to bound you and keep you binded to them, to keep you open in your emotions while they're coming at you to reset your emotions, to restart the way that you think, so that you would not see them as the imposter and villain and threat that they really are. And then what the narcissist will also do is, in this, they're trying to keep you and attach themselves to your life forever. So what they're doing is, when they're in those emotions, they're not just trying to connect themselves to you, but also to your spirit life, which is connected with God, because they're trying to get your birthright, and they're trying to steal your blessings. So the narcissist is doing all of this spell work, and you're not recognizing and realizing what's going on because they have you so stuck on when you first met them to where you're not recognizing and realizing that they're playing a game with your mind, okay, to keep you off balance from you recognizing and realizing the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. So when the narcissist is really trying to get to that emotion, they're really trying to extract your energy. And they're trying to keep you bonded like the fly does when it's get caught in a net of a spider, so that that spider can continue to feed off of that spider. So they're trying to feed off of your energy. Okay. And what they're doing is they're not just using this spell work. And in case y'all just don't know, spell work is something that is started in the spiritual world. Okay. So they're going behind the scenes doing spell work and witchcraft in the spirit realm, because what happens in the spirit realm is what is birthed into the natural realm. Okay, so they're attacking you in the spirit realm without you recognizing and realizing that this is happening. So when you're starting to feel low on energy, it's because they're doing spell work and rituals, okay, which is done during the full moon. It's also done during the new moon. And they're also using spell work and hiring people to do this work towards you as a way of keeping you trapped. So it's a cycle that keeps repeating over and over and over again. Okay. And they're doing this as a way to extract, okay, from you supply. Have you ever noticed that when you were, before you met the narcissist, you was on top of your game, you was high level, you was up there on the mountaintop? And then when you was in the relationship with the narcissist, everything started to come down. Well, what was happening at that time was that the narcissist was extracting from your life under in the spiritual realm, extracting your blessings, which is called a spirit of transfer. Okay. They were transferring, okay, their entities onto you. So everything that the narcissist is, wounded, hurt, not able to produce, they were actually transferring those things onto you. So you were dealing with, okay, their trauma, their way of living, things not working out, because things don't work out for the narcissist. So what they're doing is they're extracting your good, your blessing, the essence of who you are, building themselves up while they are casting their demons and their entities onto you, lowering you down. And they also did what is called a beauty spell. Now, when you were in a relationship with the narcissist, as they were extracting your energy, what they were also doing was extracting the essence of who you are. Okay. You have a shine, you have an aura, you have these gifts and these abilities that come natural to you, which is a God-given gift that God has placed in you. That is your portion. That is God's design. Okay. But because the narcissist sold his soul or her soul to the devil, they lost that birthright. So when they're actually going out and getting people and getting supply, they're strategically picking certain supply as a way to gain access in a way to gain material wealth, because they cannot create anything themselves. They need someone that's like you and like me to help them to level up. And the way that they do that is by bringing you down so that they can rise themselves above you. Okay, this is all orchestrated and is done by design. And this is part of the plot and the plan and the game of the narcissist. Now, also what the narcissist is doing in that spiritual realm, and why the narcissist was getting to your emotions is to connect to your energy and to your source, is because in the spiritual realm, they're trying to keep you bonded to them, okay? Like the fly on the web. And what they're trying to do is become your spiritual spouse. Now, once it becomes spiritual, it's an even harder thing to even overcome and to break. Is it possible? Of course it is. Because you're a child of the Most High. God ain't going to have you be down for nobody except for him. But let's get back to the subject at hand. So the narcissist, when you decide to leave the relationship or the narcissist decides to leave you, all of these things that you're dealing with are the things that the narcissist has imparted unto you that you didn't recognize and realize that they were doing, because they had you blinded and they tapped into the very essence of your emotions, the way you think, the way you feel, and what you choose, because they want to have control. You hear all the time on how narcissists are controlling, because they're trying to control your destiny, your gifts, your talents, your skills, and they're trying to own them as their own, but they know that they can't own them, and the only way that they can actually try and become anything in life is why they try so hard to work on your emotions, your thinker, your feeler, and your chooser, is because they're hoping that they did enough to you with the witchcraft, the voodoo, the spells, and trying to keep you trapped into this relationship to where you will be open like a revolving door, so that they can keep coming in and out, in and out. Now, the reason why the narcissist left you hanging is because the narcissist wanted to see if you were going to pursue them. They wanted to see if you were able to move on without them. Because the plan is they don't want you to move on without them. And the plan is, the reason why they left you the way that they did is because they knew that they were going to come back later and see if they could come and abuse you some more, so that they can continue to extract from you your gifts, your talents, your skills, and your energy, so that they can control the narrative of their life while casting onto you all of the evil, that torment, that unhealed trauma that they deal with is a temporary relief, because they're able to cast it onto you. And as long as you keep yourself open to the narcissist in this capacity by letting them keep coming back like a revolving door, the cycle continues. Now, the narcissist wanted to make sure that they put you in a bad light intentionally and on purpose with the smear campaign, is because they knew that when they left, you were going to be devastated. You was going to be broken. And they knew this, and they did that on purpose, okay? As a way for them to leave a door open, you to leave a door open for them to come back, for you to get answers from them. And they already had the lies, okay, and the next spell that they was going to do on you to make you believe that, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. You know, I was dealing with this. You were the best thing I ever had. Blah, blah, blah. Wooty, wooty, woo. You know the lies. And so this was designed on purpose so that they can come back and continue to extract from you without you recognizing and realizing what was going on. So they were trying to make you addicted to them, give you a FOMO, a fear of missing out. Okay, because what they wanted you to do when they left and they did this smear campaign, they wanted you to snap. They wanted you to be in your emotions. They wanted to piss you off, because they wanted you to act act the fool, so that whenever they was with that next supply, they was going to lie to that next supply and tell them, see, this is why I'm not with this person, or this is why we're not friends anymore. This is why, our partnership, business did not work out because this person is emotionally wounded. Not in the supply, not knowing that the narcissist was the one who plotted, planned, and put you in that position from the gate. So the reason why you look, or if you're going through this healing process, you look like a shell of yourself, is because the narcissist was sitting over here extracting from your life. Okay, extracting your energy. So they was going off with riding off in the sunset with your blessings, your skills, your talents, your gift, your personality, being an imposter with the next supply, using who you are and the essence of who you are as an individual. Now, the reason why the narcissist comes back and does this hoover is because it don't last long. Okay, they don't have the capability to be able to ride off in the sunset and be you, because God made you the only original copy. So what the narcissist is doing is trying to come back and trying to feed off of you so that they can go on and be an imposter and try to deceive as many people as they possibly can, using who you are and the essence of who you are to deceive others. Now, how do you break these things? No contact. Okay, I don't care if that narcissist pop up like a clown. You know them little pop-up clowns back in the day when you was a kid. They came in a little box. They had the little handle, and when you turn the handle, go pop, and then the clown pop up just like a narcissist. Okay, they popping up not because they really want to be in a relationship with you. Nah. They trying to get some more energy. They trying to see how that they can continue to deceive people by trying to be who you are. And the narcissist will continuously go and deceive people. Okay. Now, the narcissist, even if the relationship don't work out, the narcissist is going to try to see if they can have some type of relationship with you. Now, if it was romantically, they want you to be a friend. If you were a friend, then they gonna want to see how they can continue to be a friend. Okay, they are they deceive people. So when you cut ties with the narcissist, you need to cut ties. Now, I know that may be harder for some of you guys, because some of you guys got married to these narcissists. Y'all got kids with these narcissists. And that narcissist made sure that they put a baby in you real quick, fast, and in a hurry, because they trying to make sure that they can be attached to you for the rest of their lives. And then you got a child with this narcissist. Okay. And then a narcissist, if they can put a baby in you and you got a child together, but please believe it, please. They're going to try to use that child, manipulate that child, okay, and paint you as the bad parent that broke up the family. Not letting the child know that they was the whole reason why the relationship went left in the first place, okay? And children are not going to understand that, because what child, when they're young, don't want both of their parents to work out? Unless that child was able to see how the narcissist was really acting, is that child going to recognize and understand the difference. But if you were sheltering that child and shielding them from that, which every good parent is going to make sure that they do, because kids don't need to be seeing all that, the child is not going to know how that narcissist is until they get to a certain point in age to where they recognize and see, oh, this is why mommy left. Oh, this is why daddy left. This parent of mine is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay. Children are not stupid. They're going to be like, oh, okay, silly rabbit, tricks is for kids. Message. Now, what you need to do is stay no contact. And if you are getting a divorce or separated from the narcissist and you got kids together, your best method is going to be gray rock. And it's not easy. because that narcissist is going to try to, as much as possible, try to, push your buttons to your emotions, because they was working on your emotions for so long to where they are like, okay, this was working, I'm gonna do this. Oh, that was working, I'm gonna do that. Because they're trying to continuously put you in a bad light to make themselves look good. But every narcissist has their day, and every narcissist will fail, and every narcissist will fall, okay, and have their day. Because you reap what you sow. And that's just spiritual law. And when the narcissist came across you and was deceiving you and being an imposter and doing all of these things in the spirit realm, they're going to have to deal with a lot of consequences in the spirit realm. And this is not your fault, because you didn't start it. The narcissist did. And the narcissist is going to reap all kind of karma. And not only does it come to the narcissist, it comes with the enablers who knew about what the narcissist was doing. It comes to the flying monkeys. It comes to those monitoring spirits, because they are enabling the narcissist. They work for the narcissist, and they report to the narcissist. And the narcissist, in some kind of way, is giving them some kind of, what you call it, bribe, money, some type of thing that these people feel that the narcissist is providing them with, and not recognizing and realizing that when the stuff hit the fan, the narcissist is going to make sure they go down. But the narcissist is not exempt, because the narcissist has to deal with God. And if you a chosen one and you giving your life to Christ, Christ is already got the vengeance. So don't go seeking your own revenge. Don't go out here saying you gonna do this, you gonna do that. Don't do that. Let God have his way. And yeah, it's gonna take some time. But regardless of how long it takes, let go and let God do what he do, because he knows what he is doing. Okay? So how the narcissist was able to tap into your energy was through the love bombing. And then they were casting spells on you and putting you through a cycle of repeated cycle of this witchcraft and these spells. And what the narcissist was also doing was having you to deal with their karma. But you can't deal with something that does not belong to you. A chosen one cannot be possessed by demons. They can be oppressed, yes, but you cannot be possessed by a demon. And that narcissist is into dark magic. This is how the narcissist was able to deceive you from the gate, because they deceived you from day one. Do not allow a narcissist to return back to your life, because they do not have your best interests at heart. And they do not, under any circumstances, love you. And I know that's going to be a hard pill for some of y'all to swallow. But the narcissist, deep down inside, is jealous of you, is envy of you, and wants to be you. Which is why when they were sitting over here inflicting you with all of this trauma and pain and torment, they were putting those things onto you, because the damn narcissist can't even handle the truth and handle these tormenting things, which is why they gotta have so much supply, because they're using supply as a way of temporary relief from dealing with these demons, but they still have to deal with them. The narcissists don't get to get rid of them tormenting spirits, even if it is a temporary relief. They not gonna be able to get rid of them entities, because that's what they signed up for. This is how delusional the narcissist is. So when they're doing this dark magic and they putting these spells and these voodoos and putting you all through this abusive cycle, The narcissist is sowing their own destruction, their own seed to come right back on them. But it's going to come back even twice as much and harder because you did not deserve that and that wasn't your portion. And if the narcissist was willing to turn their ways and turn to God, which they won't, because some of them don't believe in God, and then you still have these spiritual narcissists who quote unquote say they believe in God, but ain't nothing godly about them. The only thing they know is how to quote scripture. Let's just keep it a buck and keep it 100. The narcissist never has your best interest at heart. They only want to try to control who you are as an individual to make themselves look good. Okay? And they trying to make you look bad and make you look incompetent. But how is it that you are the incompetent one when a narcissist didn't have it going on until the narcissist actually was in some type of work relationship, friendship, or romantic relationship with you? The narcissist never had it going on. You had it going on all the time. And the narcissist knew that. But they wanted to deceive you into thinking that they were all that they knew what they were doing. And all they was doing was actually using your information to make themselves look smart. And then they was dumbing you down through your emotions, okay? Casting out gaslighting and reasonable doubt to make you feel like you could trust what they were saying when all they was doing was using your information that you trust, that you are, your abilities, your capabilities, okay, for themselves, making it and owning it for themselves. And they was underhandedly, okay, twisting words so that you would think that, oh, they're right. The narcissist has been using your gifts and your talents and who you are against you from day one. And they're sitting here trying to abuse you and continue to try to get to abuse you to make you a shell of yourself because the narcissist is trying to switch roles. And the purpose and the reason why the relationship ended and hurt it so bad is because you are detoxing these demons, these entities that they carry, their trauma that they carry. And then on top of that, you was dealing with witchcraft, spells, and curses that the narcissist had. This is why it hurt so bad. It wasn't that you think that you devastated because the relationship ended because they was this wonderful person. That ain't it. But they had you so open to where that's what the first thing you will go to and think of is that part that was so wonderful and so great that you missed the whole part in between of everything that they was doing to you that was tearing you down into pieces. It was all manipulation. It was all witchcraft. They did these and cast these entities and these demonic spirits on you underhandedly without you even recognizing and realizing that they was doing this damn spell work. You didn't never like the narcissist as you think you did. They tricked you, fooled you, and presented a whole false lie in identity that never belonged to them in the first place. I'm gonna keep telling y'all this in every video I do. You got introduced to you. That narcissist mirrored you and showed you how cool you are as an individual, as a person, and that's how it started. Because you thought that they was on your level. No, the narcissist was never on your level. The narcissist had to deceive you to get you to think that they were on your level. And then they continued the lie on top of a lie, on top of another lie, on top of another lie. and then ran off in the sunset. And then wanted to come back. And when they come back, it's only because they see that you are coming back to your original state. And they trying to come and snatch that. So if you think that narcissist has changed, no. That narcissist ain't changed not one bit. That narcissist is still the same deceiving, conning, imposter, con artist that you met from day one. You just got the full throttle of who the hell they was when you start questioning their behinds and seeing the red flags for what they were. And when that narcissistic injury happened, it wasn't because that the narcissist was so hurt. Nah, the narcissist was caught and was exposed, and they got mad and found out that what they was doing wasn't working. So then they really started going in on the voodoo, on the curses, on the spells, sitting over here conjuring up whatever demon force that they could to keep you down, to keep you bounded, so that they could try to feed off of your supply, feed off of who you are, feed off of what God has blessed you to have, because the narcissist doesn't have the ability to do what you do. The only way the narcissist is able to get anything is because your ass brought it to the table and they asses was able to eat. Don't get it twisted. And this is how the narcissist was able to get into your energy. I will see you guys in the next video.